Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the passage today. Today, we're going to be reflecting on what it truly means to love one another as followers of Christ. Go ahead and turn in your Bibles, if you don't mind, to 1 John chapter 3, verses 16 through 18. It reads as this: "By this we know love, because he laid down his life for us. We also ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. But whoever has this world's goods and sees his brother in need and shuts up his heart from him, how does the love of God abide in him? My little children, let us not love in word or in tongue, but in deed and in truth." This passage reminds us of what real love looks like, doesn't it? John tells us that we perceive or understand the love of God because he first laid down his son's life for us. That within itself is the ultimate example of love: sacrificial, self-giving, and unconditional. But God doesn't stop there, does he? He challenges us to take this understanding of God's love and to live it out. He says we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. Now, this doesn't mean some dramatic, life-altering, or life-and-death situation. It does mean, however, kind of those everyday acts of sacrifice and service. It's about putting others before ourselves, just as Christ did for us. And then John gets even more practical. He says, if you have this world's goods and see your brother in need, he said, don't close your eyes to them. How can you truly have the love of God in you, he's basically asking, if you're unwilling to help a brother? This hits home, doesn't it? Loving like Jesus means to love more like him in the way that you not only hear or see a need, but are willing to act upon it. It's about action. It's about seeing the world's needs around you and responding to that with compassion and generosity. John then finishes this powerful exhortation when he says, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed, and watch this, and in truth. You see, words are important, but love that remains just words is never enough. Love is real when love is put into action and then backed up by truth. Today, let's ask ourselves, how can we show God's love in action? Who around us is in need? Maybe there's someone who needs encouragement. Maybe someone who needs a helping hand. Maybe just someone who needs you to listen to them for a change. Whatever it may be, let's love in deed and in truth, just as Christ loved us. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if this message has encouraged you at all, please, if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up or that like button to encourage me and others, as well as consider subscribing for more devotionals. And remember, as we go about our days, let's not just speak love, let's live it in our lives. Stay faithful, my friend.